like these names that we're giving right now, they're kind of older. Like I don't think many young mothers today in 2017 name their sons Leroy. But still, for the purpose of this conversation, Leroy makes the damn list. If your name Leroy, you are 100% black. I've told this story before. You're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. My mother was, she was what you call, she kind of played chess when everybody else was playing checkers. And the reason why my mother named her sons Douglas and Ryan is because she said she never wanted it to be an issue in getting a job interview when we got older. No lie. No lie. Right. My mother, born in the big city of Monksville, South Carolina, was always on her toes. She was playing chess before, when everybody else was playing checkers. She said she named me and my brother Douglas and Ryan so that when we got older and we wanted to get a job interview and we put that on a resume, that we would at least get our foot in the door. True story. True story. Yeah, true story. Quickly, some entertainment news. We got to fill out this list for top 5 all-time black names. We'll get to that in a second. We got 2 more names that we need to get on the list. But a couple little entertainment stories, like little mentions. The newest promotional poster is out for the new season of Game of Thrones. Yeah. That's right. Game of Thrones Season 7 gets its first official poster. HBO released the first official poster during the 2016 SXSW Festival in Austin, Texas. The image teases the idea of fire and ice. Game of Thrones Season 7 is set to premiere this summer, so we got a ways away. So I don't understand the fight. Well, I guess I kind of do get it. If you watch Game of Thrones, and I'm not giving anything away, Khaleesi, the mother of dragons, the dragons, they shoot fire. They can like breathe fire or whatever. And then there's always this ice theme with winter is coming and the big ice wall that they got in Game of Thrones. So I guess they're going to clash some type of way. And also, man, speaking of movies, Disney CEO Bob Iger showed the first scene of the film coming to theaters December 15th, picking up from the cliffhanger finale from the 2015 box office blockbuster Star Wars The Force Awakens. That's right. The new Star Wars movie is going to be featuring the great Luke Skywalker. It's going to be called The Return of the Jedi. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Not The Return of the Jedi. That's the former movie. The Last Jedi. There we go. Yeah. Right. So The Last Jedi, starring Luke Skywalker. And the real Luke Skywalker, or what's his name, something Hamill. But he's going to be back in the Star Wars movies. And also, lastly, man, y'all heard the story about Faison Love, man, beating the shit out of a darn valet at the airport. Man, if you hadn't seen this video, man, it is comical. Faison Love beat the dog doodle out of a valet, and he got arrested in Ohio. As was reported by TMZ Tuesday after the brutal attack captured on surveillance video. The arrest came 8 days before he's headlining a gig at the Funny Bone Comedy Club in Columbus. Perfect timing. The club says that they sold over 100 tickets in one day when this video came out. So actually, when he lost and went to jail, he actually won. He's starting to sell out his comedy shows. Yeah. If you see this video, it's funny, and I actually saw a video of Faison Love, a.k.a. Big Worm from Friday, talking about exactly what happened. And he said basically the dude was on the other side of the darn counter, man, talking trash, insulting him, and, talking about that, just insulting him. And so dude was like, Faison was like, listen, don't let, what you see on TV get your ass whooped for the most part. And the dude was like, man, so-and-so, I'll put hands on you. And so that's when you see him run around the corner and confront the dude. And the dude didn't do anything. He didn't put hands on him. And Faison Love, a.k.a. Big Worm, said when he was walking away, the dude like hawk spit at him. And that's when he grabbed his ass and commenced to kick in his behind. The Big Worm was saying in this video, explaining what happened, like he really thinks that these young kids today, they really feel like, or they forget a lot of times that this is actually a real thing. Like we're actually face to face. And I can whoop your ass. Like, we aren't online. This isn't social media. You can't hurl insults at me and think that it's all good and you hide behind this keyboard. Like my brother used to call it, keyboard courage. No, like they have a warped sense of reality. Like, they're on social media so much. This is what he thought. This is what his thinking was. Like, these young people today, and it was a young kid that he got to this confrontation with, like, these young people today forget the difference between the interweb and reality in real life. And so they kind of confuse the fact that they're talking trash to somebody online and the fact that they're actually standing in front of a person that's going to put these hands on you. And, shouts out to Faison Love, a.k.a. Big Worm, man, for straightening that young fella out. Yeah, very interesting video, man. Check it out. I mean, he slams dude head into the damn counter like it was a WWE moment or something like that. It looked like wrestling. I mean, he tossed this dude around like a little rag doll. So Big Worm about that life for real, man. Newfound respect for Big Worm. Yeah. Let me read some messages in the chat room on Spreaker.com. From Barbershop Sports Talk Podcast, my wife says the same thing about our kids. Talking about the story of my mother and why she named me and my brother our names. From Sidney Jackson, I hate that line of thinking. To me, that's giving racists an out. It won't help you when they see your black asses, though. Probably a lot of truth to what you're saying. But I guess all my mom wanted to do was the best for her children. I mean, damn, I can't be mad at her for that. Yeah. I guess let my mother tell it. She just, her thinking was she just wanted us to get our foot in the door, and we got to do it from there. We got to take it from there. And pretty much me and my brother could take it from there. We handle ourselves in any situation. So I guess that's our line of thinking. I hear what you're saying, Sidney Jackson, but nah, I can't be mad at my mama. I can't be mad. From that ninja, sad but true, I don't have a good application name. What's your first name? I thought T was an initial for something, T. Is your real name T-E-E? Your mama named you T-E-E? I thought T was short for like Thomas or something like that. Give me more explanation, brother. From Scotty, Tiffany Poole in Portland. Hey, Tiffany Poole in Portland. From, who do we got here? You're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. From Coach Noy Bramble. What up, Coach Noy Bramble? Cousins denied trade request per Bleacher Report. So Cousins is going to stay with the Washington Redskins and not go to the San Francisco 49ers. That's probably why they had to bring in Brian Hoyer out there in San Francisco. I'm sure we'll hear more on that. From, let's see, from that ninja, same people or some people are naturally strong. He has that country boy strong look. Yeah. Big Worm ain't got no neck. And I mean, if you see this videotape, he just tossed this dude once again like a rag doll. And I don't know in relative terms how big the dude was compared to Big Worm, but like he didn't have any type of response to getting just thrown against the damn counter like a rag doll. Maybe Big Worm is much bigger than the dude. I couldn't really tell, but it was funny as hell to me. from 334 Bama Boy. T is my nickname, but it don't match my real name at all. What's your real name, 334 Bama Boy? From Thorny Switch, hey, Rel. From Big Apple Bastard, that ninja got a Game of Thrones name. Laugh out loud. Wait a minute. Did T give his real name early in the chat? Let me see if I can go back and find it. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Don't tell me your name is Theodus or something like that. Game of Thrones. Maybe it's Theocrates or something like that, huh? I don't see it. Post it a couple more times and maybe I'll catch it in the chat room on Spreaker.com. From Thorny Switch, Sydney, the problem is that you may have a racist who is recruiting but not necessarily the hiring manager. It's one of the reasons why I want to change my career because many people are not being allowed the opportunity to compete just because of their name. Whew, what a time. What a time. Yeah. I get it. I get it, man. I mean, it's a real effed up god darn game, man. It's a real effed up game. And when you watch 13th, man, it really, really changes your perspective on a lot of things on how the whole damn game is rigged against black people, man. Has been. Now, we know the game has been rigged from the beginning. I don't want to cast aspersions like that. I was under the impression that things were something different than what they really are. But if you see the documentary of 13th, I mean, it breaks it down piece by piece by piece from day one when they threw our ass on that boat and came over to America. From then, it may have changed to a degree, but it was still the same thing. They just changed the rules or whatever, and they changed what they call it. But from day one, still to this day, the game is drastically and terribly set up for us to fail, man. It is. Please, I continue to implore you, please see the documentary 13th, man. It's on Netflix, man. Phenomenal. You talk about an incredible documentary, man. They break it down to the very last compound. You got to see this thing. You got to see it. You got to see it, man. I'm telling you, you got to see this damn documentary. 443-820-0338. You can also email me at Doug@thedougstewartshow.com. When we get back from the break, little basketball talk. Warriors struggling, man. And also, news of a hostile sellout in L.A. We'll talk about that as well. Read more of your chat messages. Continue to pay homage to the great Biggie Smalls. This is the Doug Stewart Show. Don't go away.
Spent a lot of time in prison, gave my life away for nothing. It's nothing.